Brian Blittersdorf. West Grove, Pennsylvania, his home base. The 97 Camaro out 539. 587 for Donald Gertz II. Gertz 68 Camaro. Getting ready to move in and get chased. First gen Camaro going to be leaving first. Fourth gen Camaro will be on his heels. Not literally, because that'd be dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, Brian Blittersdorf trip zip goes too quick by 0.02 of a second. Gertz 24 dead 7 takes care of business.
Thank you, Lord. Oh my God. I did something right. I knew I had to drop it. Drop to go dead 7. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Like I said, 000, he was 000, I'm 24. He's 538 with an 8 on a 539. I'm 587 with a 7 on an 87. Margin line victory. 009 would have been an 85. It looks like by the numbers it would have been at least an 85. Anyway, I definitely would have gone out more than him if I hadn't dropped it. Like I said, I finally did something right.
Before you pull into the water box, or right after you do your burnout, check them straps, roll your neck a little bit, take a couple deep breaths, you bumping it in, and you let go. This is the top of the bottom and you know you crushed it. You get the 500 foot out and you start beating the pedal out of that thing. You get to the finish line, you knock them, drop them, whatever you do. This is that feeling right here. I've been putting in the work, can't you see the blood, sweat, and tears? If I catch you at the stripe, I give it 3 rips at the finish line, but you know I'm here. And it's all that we know, it's the way of life. Give all that we got, a round at a time. Do whatever we gotta do, you never know if it's our one last ride. I've been patiently waiting for this moment right here. I've been driving my ass off for like the whole year. Time to put all your chips in the fold right here. If you give me 100 to begin, that's a light year. I want a championship and a ring to commemorate. They don't want you to succeed, because they've been afraid. They don't want you to show up because they want to hate. They don't expect you to be triple O because you've been late. We can do this 660 or 1320. It don't matter how you want it, I keep my motor running. Let them talk about
feeling of left leg pain. Johnny, are you okay? All you know, she's okay. He's alright, he's alright.
Hit Randy up, you need a biddle twice. Top sports, we get you a sand fleet. You wanna win the world, get you a Willie. I know a jalapeno and a boom ass Wiley. A buzz of a dude named Krusty. Know a baby faced assassin. Know some hitmans in has-been. Got a pirate and a red man. I know a dope boy, give us the bread man. Got Jake from State Farm. Got a baby gap in skirt. If you got thin skin, don't be 600. Cause round here you get your feelings hurt. No white chocolate or smoke. Don't make me go all Rambo. Bring that shit out loud, whip that backside. Just like I'm bad slow. If you catch me slipping and I ever miss my spot, I go slick Rick on you pros. You won't ever catch my drop. And our cars do the target. We don't hear that keyboard noise. Don't test me or I'll smoke them. You have to throw me out like I'm an image boy. I was born to this place in light, and I don't know much else. I know an undertaker and a money maker who will load you up if you need some help. I've been putting in the work.
You purging?
That was his night. I'm going up.
That's the finish line. Pop. Hates mom. So I was told. Well, I've gone from the racer to basically the manager of H&R Dragway. That old PJ North song, One Last Ride. We listened to it on the way up to Maple Grove, and putting it in the video, it's a whole new meaning now. But I wanted to let that whole thing play through because I like that song. There was enough stuff to add to it to let it just go to the end. So now I guess I'll give you the breakdown. I couldn't get back in the car. I tried. I was going to try to sit in the car and do this, but not having it. So Saturday, we had a couple runs. I didn't do very well at all Saturday. I mean, y'all probably already saw that video. Red light like every round. It just didn't do good. But one round of that, the car went right before. It went up straight, and then just turned a little bit, came down, but then went whoop, straighten out. No, it didn't sway. It didn't go back and forth. Didn't do anything crazy. So going to Sunday, I guess you could say that kind of gave me that split second of false security, because it had already done it once and came right back with, I mean, no problem. But unfortunately, you know, we were in eliminations. I was racing a slower truck, so he got out on me. Tree came down. I smacked it. I felt pretty good. I think in the video they said it was a 2 to a 24. I was 26 or something the round before that, so I was probably the 24, which means he was 002 and probably gonna rip me anyway. But I went straight from looking to the tree to looking to the S10, and I felt it go over, and I was like, no big deal. Little correction. I mean, you gotta remember, it's a stock 68 manual steering box, so you'll see probably almost 90 degrees of correction, but that's not a lot in that box, and it's close to what I did on Saturday. Only problem is it didn't do anything. It just kept going the other way. It never really, I mean, it kind of swayed back a little bit, and I was like, okay, no problem. But in reality, it never really stopped. It kind of rocked and then just kind of kept going to the right. And once I realized it was doing that, I went from looking at the tailgate of the S10 to just bringing my head and looking straight. And by then I was way out of the groove. And I did have the brains to think, okay, it feels like it's washing out. It's like I can't just lift because it's just going to rotate anyway. But in the split second, again, it took me to say, don't just flat lift. He's like, dude, you're going to have to ease off. In that amount of time, I had already brought my hand down by the shifter, and the shift light came on. Out of pure muscle memory. Slapped it. Wham! Slapped it into high gear before my foot had the chance to start coming off the gas. And that's when it really started to rotate. And I mean, once it did that, it didn't matter what I did. It wasn't coming back from that. And of course it came over and it just started coming around. I tried to counter steer it. It was pulling me this way, so when I counter steered, I didn't really have as much grip as I wanted. So I put my leg up on the rocker panel so that I could get this arm on there and crank too. It didn't do anything. And then, and of course, I've said it already before, when we came off the gas and tried to go over and hit the brakes real quick, I have a retention device that you can pull the gas pedal back. Only problem is, it's a loop, it's a hoop. So I hit it and I came up, my foot just went around the hoop, right back on the gas. So, call it the perfect storm of stuff. Be nice with my language here today. But, I mean, we had some other issues. It seemed like if the car got a little bit in the groove, a little bit to the right, it seemed like it didn't like that much. I kind of needed to stay closer to the tree. And, I mean, all weekend, we made a decent amount of passes. The car never did anything except for it went to the right one time against Steve McMillan, which he drilled me. And, I mean, it skipped the tires here and there, but there you could see there was a little water on the track the first time. They tried to clean it up, but it wasn't enough heat in the track to just mop it up and then have it evaporate. So I had to move over a little bit, and then it didn't like that. That was one time, Friday night. So, but that's it, man. I mean, you could say I did a couple things wrong. You could say a lot of things. I mean, people are gonna say a lot of stuff. And it's like I probably would have been okay if I just didn't have that muscle memory reaction and just smack the shifter. I was getting ready to come off the gas. It was washed out all the way over towards the wall. And I just didn't realize it. I didn't catch it fast enough. So that's the story. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but we're still sitting here. It's been 2 weeks now. I have my first post-op tomorrow. So we'll know a little bit more about how long and what the process will be. So, till then, guess I'll catch y'all later. Might not have any racing videos for a little while, but I'm going to get out in the garage soon. So we'll get some teardown videos, I hope. Alright, y'all. I love you guys.
We're not out of this fight yet. If I can, I'm gonna put my Powerglide in this thing, put a fresh flex plate in it. She'll be deadly.